All right, I can see it going. All right, everyone. It's so great to see a couple of you here on Zoom and many more, I'm sure, on live stream, whether it's Facebook Live or YouTube. I'm so excited to share Shabbat with you. Even though we're all in different houses right now, it feels like we're really all together, and I'm feeling so good. As a matter of fact, I've heard someone coming from all the way in the past. It seems like there's a dinosaur who might be joining us too. There's a dinosaur knocking at my door, knocking 1, 2, 3. There's a dinosaur knocking at my door, and he's come to spend Shabbat with me. First he lights the candles, then she drinks the wine, then we eat the challah. It always tastes so fine. There's a dinosaur knocking at my door, knocking 1, 2, 3. There's a dinosaur knocking at my door, and she's come to spend Shabbat with me. My goodness. So I know that you guys are so excited and happy for Shabbat, and so am I. So I want to sing, I'm so happy, I'm so happy, I'm so happy today is Shabbat. So I brush my teeth, then I wash my hands, then I put on my special clothes. I comb my hair and I'm ready for it now. Now I'm ready to go, 'cause I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy today. It's Shabbat. Wait a minute. I wonder if you can do it faster. Can you guys show me, raise your hand if you think you can do it faster? Brooke, can you do it faster? Ellie, can you do it faster? Sean, Gabe, can you do it faster? Mickey, Zach, I think we can all try it faster. I'm so I brush my teeth, then I wash my face, and I put on my special clothes. I comb my hair and I wash my hands. Now I'm ready to go, 'cause I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Today is Shabbat. Nicely done, guys. Now it's time to make sure that we have the right kind of foods available to us for Shabbat. I know that it's time for us to start thinking about making chicken soup. I had some wonderful chicken soup for Passover, and now it's time to have some for Shabbat. So I'm going to take the key down just a drop as we're going to sing. You can feel free to use the chat to help me out. Put some chicken in the pot, stir it up till it's nice and hot. Getting ready for Shabbat, good Shabbat. Now, the first thing we have to put in the pot is the chicken. The next is always making sure that we have some water. If we don't have chicken and we don't have water, we can't have chicken soup. So the next thing, if you guys all want to sing with me, is put the water in the pot. 1, 2, ready and go. Put some water in the pot, stir it up till it's nice and hot. Getting ready for Shabbat, good Shabbat. Let's see, I might need a little bit of help figuring out where some of the other things can go in. Let's see, who else could be able to help me out? If you want to type something into the chat, or if you want to say it really fast, I don't know that I can mute you in, but we can sort of see where things are. Hey, Silverstein, what do you guys want to put into the pot?
Dinosaur blood.
Dinosaur, all right. Put some dinosaur in the pot, stir it up till it's nice and hot. Getting ready for Shabbat, good Shabbat. Let's see, Michaela, I see that you are there. Is there something that you really want to put into the soup, or Zach can suggest it? What do you want, Michaela and Zach? What's gonna go?
Here.
Tell me.
You're unmuted.
Ice cream.
Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Put some ice cream in the pot, stir it up till it's nice and hot. Getting ready for Shabbat, good Shabbat. Sydney, I want to know if you want to put something in the pot. I can see Ella's coming up close. Let's see, does Sydney want to put something in the pot? No, Sydney's kind of in the back of the room a little bit. Let's see. Ellie, do you want to put something in the pot? You want to tell me what it is? What is it that you want to put in? Ellie, can you tell me? Carrots. Very good. That'll be our last thing. All right, we'll put that in. We'll sing 1, 2, ready and go. Put some carrots in the pot. Stir it up till it's nice and hot. Getting ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Wow, this is going to be some delicious soup with all the things that my friends helped put into it. Well, it's time for Bim Bam Shabbat to officially begin, and we can't have Bim Bam Shabbat beginning unless we've got our Bim Bam song going. So can you show me your hands and get ready? You've got your Bim hand and you've got your Bam hand, and you're going to start like this. One on top the other, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and Bim Bam, Bim 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 Bam, Bim 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 Bam. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Get your bim bombers ready one more time. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. So now we're ready to start our service. So I'm gonna stand up, and I want all you guys to stand up with me. I'm gonna move my camera up here so you can see me standing all the way up, because we need to get started on our service. So we say together the Baruch. You guys are gonna show me how to dip and bow when it comes time. We're gonna sing really loud. 1, 2, Nikhil, remember to stand all the way up. Ready and go. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Now we're going to dip our knees and bow forward a little bit as we sing Baruch Hu et Adonai. We stand back up. Hamevorach. Baruch. Everyone with a little bow. Adonai. Then we stand all the way back up. Hamevorach, Hamevorach, Le'olam Va'ed. Hamevorach, Hamevorach, Le'olam Va'ed. You can be seated. I'm going to sit all the way down and move my camera back down so you guys can see me okay. And I'm going to sing one line. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Sing that part again. Baruch atah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai Eloheinu Then Melech HaOlam. Melech HaOlam. Yotzer Or. Yotzer Or. Uvarei Choshev. Uvarei Choshev. Ose Shalom, Shalom. Uvarei et HaKol. Yotzer Or. Uvarei Choshev. Ose Shalom, Shalom. Uvarei et HaKol. Now it comes time for everyone to find a quiet spot in their house. I want to see your 3 fingers up just like this, because when you put your 3 fingers up like this, they look like the letter shin in Hebrew, and shin makes a sound that goes shh. We take the 3 fingers, we turn them around, we put them in front of our eyes. Quietly, we sing together. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Now you can show me 1 finger as we sing the next part. There is only one God. 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 Yesh rak Elohim echad. Yesh rak Elohim echad. Yesh rak Elohim echad. Yesh rak Elohim echad. Very nice, you guys. You sound and look so happy and so excited to be here. I know that while we've been in our homes, we've been saying lots and lots of prayers, because prayers are just a way of talking to God about the things that we want to have happen, or things that we're really happy have already happened. Sometimes we say prayers that basically tell God, thank you. Thank you for God giving us a house. Thank you, God, for giving us a home. Thank you, God, for mothers and fathers and grandmas and grandpas who love us so much. Thank you, God, for brothers and sisters who know how to play together and share together. And sometimes we just say, God, there are things we still want to have happen. We want everyone to be healthy. We want everyone to be safe. We want everyone to feel peace. We want everyone to feel as comfortable as they possibly can. So for all of those things, we take a moment because we want to say thank you to God for all the things that we've got. So I want you all to stand up one more time. You're going to see me stand up. And we're going to sing our Ananas song. And then we'll have a chance for you guys to go whisper to your moms and dads, what's the things that you want to say thank you for? What are the things that are so important to you? So together we sing, as I pick up my pick. Ananana Adonai. Keep it the anana. Ananana Svatai Tita. Ananana Upiagi. Upiagi Tequila Teha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana Svatai Tita. Ananana Upiagi. The Lopez just went to space. Upiagi Tequila Teha. One last time fast. Ananana Adonai. Ananana Svatai Tita. Ananana Upiagi. Upiagi Tequila Teha. Last time. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Sfatai Pita. Na 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 Ufiagi And I want you guys for just a minute, maybe less, to have a chance to go whisper to your moms and dads, what is something that you really want to say thank you for? And I'll give you some quiet music for just a few seconds. Go tell your mom or your dad, what is something you really want to have happen that you're really glad about? Maybe it's that people are feeling better. Maybe it's that you have a great house and a beautiful room. Whatever it is that you want to say I'm thankful for, go tell your moms and dads right now. And then sing with me, if you can, a special prayer for peace. One I think you guys already know that says, Oh, say shalom. You got it, Zachary. Peace. I love it. Oh, say shalom bimrama. Uya say shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'imru imru amen. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Well, I want to say Shabbat Shalom to all of you guys. It's story time, and this week is a great time for a special story. One you may have seen before, but I think it's really great anyway, because this week was a special day for the land of Israel. On Wednesday afternoon, the country of Israel had a birthday. It turned 72 years old. That sounds really old. There are some people that you know that, excuse me, even though it sounds really old, you probably know some people who are older than 72. And for countries, it's not old at all. The United States is actually 240, excuse me, more than 240 years old. So 72 is pretty recent for that. But for us, we're so excited that Israel had a 72nd birthday. We get to say happy birthday and thank you for all the wonderful things. Before I do that, I just want to see of my friends who are here, do any of you have a birthday in the month of May besides Rabbi Vogel, who I know is on the call? We'll see if we can get you your jelly beans soon enough, Rabbi Vogel. Does anyone else have a May birthday out there and get to celebrate with the state of Israel? Maybe not this time, but we'll all get a chance to sing to both Rabbi Vogel and to the state of Israel when the story's all done. In the meantime, I wanted to get the story ready for you guys. It's a story called Sammy Spider's First Trip to Israel, and you can see it on your screen right here. Here's the way it looks. A curious spider peered down from his web as Josh Shapiro closed his suitcase. Ema, Mommy, asked Sammy, what is Josh doing? He's packing for his family's trip to Israel, answered Mrs. Spider. Do we get to go too? Asked Sammy. Silly little Sammy, slapped Mrs. Spider. Spiders don't fly to Israel. Spiders spin webs. Sammy wasn't listening. He watched Mrs. Shapiro give Josh a toy airplane. Thanks, exclaimed Josh. Is this a model of the El Al airplane that's going to fly us to Israel? Yes, it is, nodded Mr. Shapiro. Now go get your suitcase, Josh. We're leaving for the airport. Sammy lowered himself on a strand of webbing to get a closer look at the airplane. He had just crawled inside the window above the wing when Josh picked up the airplane and dashed to the waiting taxi. Oh no, cried Mrs. Spider as Josh ran out the door carrying the plane with Sammy inside. She wasn't sure what to do. Keeping Sammy the Spider from exploring was as hopeless as keeping the sun from coming up each morning. And she knew he wouldn't be traveling alone. From inside the little airplane, Sammy watched the big plane take off and fly high above the clouds. You can see the clouds over here in the blue sky. He felt scared, but he couldn't help but feeling a little excited too. Hours later, the plane landed at Ben Gurion Airport. That's the name of the airport in Israel. A taxi took the Shapiro family to their hotel in the city of Tel Aviv, the biggest city, or one of the biggest cities in Israel. Shalom, said the taxi driver as they got in. Shalom, replied Mr. Shapiro. Josh, that's the Hebrew word for hello, he said. Can you guys say shalom? It can mean hello, shalom. After they unpacked, the Shapiros decided to walk along the beach. Josh put on his swimsuit and grabbed the little plane. Shalom, said the lifeguard. Shalom, replied Josh. Sammy smelled the fresh air mingled with the aromas of sidewalk cafes and fruit stands. I wish my mother were here to enjoy the smells of Israel, he thought. That evening, the family took a walk along Dizengoff Street. Josh had the little plane with Sammy the Spider in it, tucked under his arm. Shalom, said a sidewalk musician who was playing Israeli music on his guitar. They might have been singing the same thing we were. Oh, say shalom, mama. Wow, Sammy the Spider loved the sounds of the busy street. People were speaking Hebrew, car horns were honking, tourists were bargaining with shopkeepers. I wish that my mother, could hear the sounds of Israel, said Sammy. The next morning, the Shapiros boarded a bus for the city of Jerusalem, the capital city of Israel. Shalom, said the bus driver. Before it got to Jerusalem, the bus stopped at lunch for a kibbutz. Many families live here together and farm the land, Mrs. Shapiro told Josh as they gathered in the dining hall. The Shapiros ate so many wonderful, delicious Israeli foods. They ate falafel and pita bread and olives and pickles. And for dessert, they ate a delicious Israeli dessert called halva, which is made out of sesame, the same kind of thing that we put on top, whose seeds go on top of our hamburger buns. Sammy was hungry too. When everyone finished eating, he jumped out in the little plane and tasted all the leftovers that had dropped on the floor. The pickles tasted sour. The olives tasted salty. And the hummus and the falafel were spicy. But the halva was best of all because it tasted sweet. Back inside the plane, Sammy thought, I wish my mother were here to enjoy the tastes of Israel. After lunch, Josh picked up his little plane and headed for the kibbutz farm. A cow, see the cow over here on the page, was grazing with her calf, and a hen, you can see the hen down here at the bottom, was clucking with her chicks, reminded Sammy how much he missed his mother. Silly little Sammy, he could hear her say. Have fun, I'll see you soon. When the group got back on the bus, the kibbutz families waved goodbye and shouted, Shalom! Shalom doesn't just mean hello, Mrs. Shapiro said to Josh. It also means goodbye. So when you're saying hi, you can say Shalom. And when you're saying goodbye, you can say Shalom also. The bus climbed up the hilly road. See all the hills in the picture? As they rounded the curve, the afternoon sun glistened off the stone buildings. We're here, announced the bus driver. Wow, it looks like a golden city, Sammy said to himself. If only my mother could see Israel too. Jerusalem is divided into two parts. the new city, which is really big, and the old city, which is old but very small. The Shapiros got off and walked around the narrow alleyways to the Jewish quarter. In the Jewish quarter, the guide told them that there was a beautiful building called the Western Wall. It's a big wall still, but it used to be much bigger. It's all that's left of the Holy Temple that used to be here thousands of years ago. When it was built, it was gigantic. Now it's just one big wall, the guide said. Shalom, said the young soldier at the checkpoint. Shalom, Josh replied, and Josh and his father walked toward their side of the wall. Sammy saw some people praying. Others were tucking little notes into the huge stones. They have written special prayers, Mr. Shapiro told God. Sammy crawled out of the little plane onto the wall. The huge stones felt hard and rugged. Yet in the cracks between them, Sammy noticed that little plants were growing. It's just like the land of Israel, Sammy thought. It's hard and rugged, and yet a special home to all Jews. I wish my mother were here to touch and feel Israel. He wanted to tuck his own prayer into the wall, but he knew what his mother would say. Silly little Sammy, spiders don't write prayers, spiders spin webs. So that's exactly what he did. The days passed quickly. The Shapiros traveled all over Israel, and Sammy went along, snug and safe in Josh's little plane. They rode the camels in the Negev desert, and Sammy felt the soft wool of the animals. They snorkeled off the beaches of Eilat, and Sammy saw the colorful fish. They stopped at a date farm in the Galilee, or the Galil, and Sammy tasted the sweet, delicious fruit. They floated in the Dead Sea, which is so salty that you can't even sink into it. When you jump into a regular pool, your body goes all the way to the bottom. But when you jump into the Dead Sea, you can't sink to the bottom. You just float right back to the top because it's so salty. Sammy took a big breath and smelled the salty water. On Shabbat, they went to the synagogue where everyone was wishing each other Shabbat Shalom. Shalom also means peace, Mrs. Shapiro told Josh. It can mean hello, goodbye, and peace. So when we say Shabbat Shalom, it means may we all have a peaceful Shabbat. Finally, it was time to fly home. Sammy was so eager and excited to see his mother and share his adventures. When the Shapiros came home back in the house, Josh ran inside and put the little airplane on the couch. Sammy crawled out and said, Mother, I'm home. Mrs. Spider scrambled down to embrace Sammy. I'm so glad you're back. I missed you so much, she said. I missed you too, replied Sammy. I wish you had been with me to smell the sea air in Tel Aviv, to hear the awesome Israeli music, to taste the delicious falafel, to see the golden city of Jerusalem, and to touch the Western Wall. And I have a new word to teach you, she said. He said, Shalom. Can you say shalom, Mom? Shalom, she said. But what does it mean? Sammy said, it means so many different things. It can mean hello, it can mean goodbye, and it can mean peace. Then Sammy rubbed his eyes and yawned. Mrs. Spider carried her boy gently back to the web. As she tucked Sammy in, she whispered softly, Shalom, little Sammy. Hello, welcome back, and sleep peacefully. And that is the story of Sammy the Spider and his trip to Israel. So with our last minute, if there's anyone besides Rabbi Vogel who's watching that I can't see that has a May birthday, just like Israel does, I'm going to turn off sharing my screen. We're going to come back together. And for all of the May birthdays, we are going to sing together saying, Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Israel, Rabbi Vogel, and everyone else who has a May birthday. Happy birthday to you. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Yom Huledet Sameach. And now, with it being just before 6 o'clock, it's about time to begin Shabbat officially, to light our candles and to get everything ready for the Shabbat dinner. Some of you I know are already eating Shabbat dinner, but many more of you are just about to get started. So I want to turn things over to Chazan Mimi, who already has everything set for candle lighting, and to Rabbi Vogel, who will be leading us through.
Thank you, Rabbi Adam. Look at all my friends out there, young and not so youngers. Look at you all. Hello, Mickey and Zach. You got to get closer to the camera so I can see you really close. There you go. Where's Sydney? Where did she go? Is she gone? All my friends that were there. There's Sydney. There she is. Are you enjoying your Shabbat meal already, Brills? Good. It's all right. You should. And Bobby and Mirch. And look, and Bushy's in there somewhere as well. All of our friends. And the Hochbergs, Wishners, Shapiro, Schechters. Hello, Beth, Mrs. Schumacher. A pleasure to see you. Hope you're doing well. And Rick and the Hasselkorns and Geyers, you're all gathered together here. And Ellie Horwitz, get closer there. You're not even close enough to that camera. There you go. That's what we want to see. And Monica Marks and everybody. Oh, wait a minute. Where's Brookie? There you are. Brooke, where are you? There you are. Sydney, wave to Brooke. Say hello. All right, we're going to join together with Chazan Mimi. Let's sing a little bit of Shabbat songs. Here we go. And Shmoo.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Try it with me. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Umevorach. Shabbat Shalom. Umevorach. In your prettiest voices. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hinei matov umanayim sheberachim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim sheberachim gam yachad. How good it is, how good it is, how sweet it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how good it is, how sweet it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hinei matov umanayim sheberachim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim sheberachim gam yachad. One more time. How good it is, how good it is, how sweet it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how good it is, how sweet it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Last time. Hinei matov umanayim sheberachim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim sheberachim gam yachad.
So nice to have everybody. And Sydney, don't go anywhere because you're going to be blessed by your parents right now. So don't go anywhere. Darren, I want you to get in there. Roast sauce, are we missing somebody? Where's my girl doing? Bring her over. Not, there you go. Okay, good. All right. And Salmonson, Sophia, I want to make sure that you get blessed as well. Right? I know you're home there. I can't see your face though. And all right. And Zach, you're in there. All right. And Mickey, and who else? And even if you have a kid around, the Orkins, you got 2 there. All right. Sorry, Bob and Mirch. Yeah, you know, what can you do? You have one there? No, none there. Anyway, Shmoo, you ready to get blessed? All right. For Shmoo, we're going to start with boys this month. Okay. So if you have boys, all right, put your hand on the head. Here we go. Yisimcha Elohim Kefraim V'chim Menashe. If you have a girl, here we go. Yisimech Elohim. Kasara, Rivka, Rachel, V'Leah. Here we go. Final for all the kids you have. You have a Rechacha Adonai v'Yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you and keep you. May you always be a blessing. May you grow into goodness, and may you help bring peace to the world. And we all say, Amen. All right. We're going to seal it with a kiss. There you go. And we're blessed from all ages here, from younger to a little bit older. Where did Bubby go from the Finkelsteins? Is she gone? Is Jeannie there? I thought I saw Bubby there. She's gone, I think. Well, it was a pleasure having her. We'll bring her back maybe. Tell you what, let's join together. Let's do the candle lighting now. Get your candles together. All right, you're gonna get ready to light them. All right. And go ahead, find them if you have them. Come on, Galena, you can light them. There you go. You'll light them, and we're gonna do the blessings. Hochbergs, you blessed your kids. You got candles there too. All right, let's get everybody going. Sending seeds. Everybody who's got their candles, gonna light them. And Chazan Mimi, take it away. We lit the 2 candles on Shabbat. 2 is a very important number, reminded of the 2 commandments, of the 2 sets of 10 commandments. That's why some say we have 2 candles, Shamor and Zachor, to remember and to observe as we are taught, one time in Exodus, the other time in Deuteronomy. The rabbis explained why do we have 2 candles as well? Because on Shabbat we have 2 souls. Did you know that? That's why Shabbat is so amazing. On Shabbat, you have the best of all worlds. You have the best of food, the best of celebration. Everything you do is twice as good. You wondered why you ate so much food? You wonder twice as much, maybe? Because we have this additional soul that we're given, Neshama Terah, and it enlivens us and it makes everything so beautiful. And so on this Shabbat, I want you to enjoy your extra soul. Feel it within you as it comes in. Breathe it in. May this be a beautiful Shabbat with your additional soul, twice as good as any other day. And we're going to join together now. Chazan Mimi is going to lead us in the Kiddush. So we go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehillah lemikra'e kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta le'otanu ki
Did we lose Chazan Mimi? I think there's an amen in there. Amen. There we go. All right, everybody. Drink up. All right. Oh, we love Zoom, don't we? Hold on. Let's get a little bit here. We're going to do some
If you need other music, I'm available.
All right. We're going to do Netilat Yadayim. So those of you who have are getting ready for your eating. Right. I'm going to wash my hands. Here we go. Over one hand, over another hand. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat yadayim. And then I'm going to get my challah ready. Here we go together. If you have challah there, put them together and you'll get your salt ready. Here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. A little bit of salt. All right, eat it up, everybody. Oh, that's so good. Harley, where's your challah? Come on, everybody. To the Rosa, Hasselcorns, to the Geyers, to Jeannie and Bushy and Booby, who's there as well, to Jackie, Lisa, I miss you so much, to the Brills, to Zisel, to the Orkins, to the Hochbergs, to everybody who's here with us, whether you're on the screen. Who else is there? Shmoo, the Senensiebs, Tikva, Ivry. So nice to have you with us, even though you're out of town, right? And the Silversteins and everybody. Tell you what, we'll sing Shabbat Shalom. Rabbi Adam, you can lead us. And then we'll unmute you all. You can just say Shabbat Shalom to each other. Here we go.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom,
Hey,
Shabbat Shalom,
hey,
Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom,
hey,
Shabbat Shalom,
hey.
Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom.
You're all unmuted. Wish each other a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
Hey, Angela. Hello.
Wow, we miss you all.
full screen. Judy, hi.
Hi, Shabbat
Want to be in this video with me?
Hi.
I just